Hey people, how are you? I am enjoying again this lovely weather. I think it got up to 74 today, and the sun is out here and the leaves are beautiful. It's just been a great day. I've been busy, but it's been fun to be out and about in the warm weather. But the last couple days, as our new president has started to, see, it's windy, take initiative and get his stuff in a row and show us all what he's going to do and everything. I've just been thinking about his slogan, his campaign slogan, "Make America Great Again," right? That's the slogan. And I think we all would be in agreement that that's a pretty good idea. We would like to see America be great again, which it's been okay pretty much the whole time I've been alive. So I don't really know what he means by again, like what particular state or place in history he's talking about, but hopefully it'll be great again. And today I was thinking about, see, my thoughts are kind of random. Usually they jump all over the place, which is why I'm doing these videos, to sort a little bit of that out. So I was thinking about great people that I have come in close contact with for very bizarre reasons. None of these people, my encounters with them, none of them are because I'm great or because I did something great. It was just like the most random things. Okay, so I have met three very famous people that one of them you might not know, but two of them you will, and had pretty lengthy conversations with them. First one was the First Lady of Uganda. I spent a summer in Uganda with a team from my college, and it was amazing, unbelievable experience. I got malaria, a lot of people did, but really, of all the things in my life, I'm most grateful I took that risk. It was a huge risk. I didn't know anybody. I was going to a foreign country, but I saw more of the world in that one summer than in most of my life, really. Just traveling, seeing how people in that country lived, and also seeing the amazing wildlife. Crocodiles, hippos would chase us, and we had a black mamba in our house for real. Just a lot of adventure. So anyway, we got to have lunch with with the First Lady of Uganda, and I got to sit right next to her. So I was 18 years old, I believe, 18, yeah, maybe 19, I can't remember, but had a really good conversation with her. And this was in the early 90s when the AIDS epidemic was huge in Uganda. And she listened to me and my story, and how I wanted to live my life to serve God and to serve others, and she was very encouraged by that. She told me that. I didn't think it was any big deal, but she just said, don't be quiet about your message. Be loud about your message. Be vocal, because people need to hear what you have to say. And I will never forget that conversation with her. The second person that I met that was very famous was Rick Warren and his wife Kay. Some of you know who that is. Rick he's a pastor of Saddleback Church in California and has written lots of books, but most famous for The Purpose-Driven Life. So anyway, long story short, really it's a long winding story, but Rob and I were able to spend some one-on-one time with him and his wife in their house in California, and just chit-chatting with them and getting to know each other better. I told my story to them, which I was surprised they wanted to know, because usually Rob is the one that does all the talking when we're with people like that, because of his profession. They were inquiring about his profession, blah blah blah, but they were kind and they asked me what my story was. And so I got to tell them about how growing up, my Auntie Julie, I hope she's watching, I don't know if she will be, but would bring me dolls from all over the world. She's a missionary, a Bible translator, and on all of her little trips, she'd come home and bring me a doll from Mexico or China or wherever she'd been. And honestly, that little shelf of dolls shaped me as a person, shaped who I want to be, like that I want to go and help these people in other countries and stuff. Just really was a neat way for me to learn about that as a little kid. So anyway, I shared all that with Rick and Kay, and it was just one conversation, and I've talked with Rick several times since then, but this was the only really long conversation I've had with him. He was so encouraging, he and his wife, and just said, you know, that's not normal, very normal. And I also told him about my reading habits. When I was that age, I would read pretty heavy, intense books about suffering people, and I was very dramatic as a child, I guess. I don't know, melodramatic, but and how these suffering people got free and God helped them, whatever. It just really encouraged me that that is a part of my shape, a part of my purpose, and to pay attention to that. The third person was Jimmy Carter. Rob and I and a few other people from Granger Community Church, we were able to spend an entire weekend with him. It was a Habitat for Humanity event, and again, for no reason that I know of, Rob and I were seated with Jimmy and Roslyn. We're on a first name basis now because we ate barbecue chicken together. Haha. We ate barbecue chicken with them for like an hour. We talked, we chatted, we talked about reading, about books. He told me he saw Noah's Ark. For real. He was 100% sure that he saw Noah's Ark with his eyeballs. That's awesome. So talking with him and his wife was a profound experience for me, because I was not aware of all of their humanitarian effort, their work. The week before we were with them, they were in, I believe, Ethiopia. He said digging 1,000 latrines for people, toilets, because they didn't have sanitation. And so our former president was making toilets for people that don't have them. And what, you know, digging, shoveling, my battery's getting low, in the dirt, and they were old at that time. Really, in our perspective, I mean, they definitely could have been retired, you know, relaxing, chilling, doing what retired people do, but nope, they were in Ethiopia digging toilets. And he encouraged me and Rob in that conversation too, and just, you know, he liked us. He thought we were fun and normal, and I think maybe that's why he talked with us for a while. I don't know. And I remember eating the barbecue chicken and thinking, gosh, why did they give us barbecue chicken? We're eating with a president and his wife, and, you know, it gets all over. And I'll never forget, it sounds simple, but his wife, she dropped her napkin, and I was like, oh, I'll go get you a napkin. And she was like, thank you. And it was just the most surreal experience. Getting a napkin for the First Lady, it was so normal and natural. And in that moment, it really just, like, all of that grandeur, thinking about, oh, that's a famous person and I'm just a normal person. I mean, it just all brought everything together, that we're all just people. So anyway, those are 3 stories of great people that I have met, and how their stories are kind of interweaved with my own story. And with all of that said, I just want to say, you can make America great. You know, all 3 of these people encouraged me at different points in my story, and their voices were really loud, I guess, just because of who they were. You know, their impression stuck. But how can you be that impression for somebody else? How can you speak life into that person? But also, you are amazing, you are beautiful, and live your purpose every day, you know, around the world around you, wherever you are, morning till night. Just know that you're there for a purpose, and even if it sounds simple, you're amazing. And this is my longest talk ever, so I hope you're patient. Have a great afternoon. Peace out.